Hi everyone, and welcome to the WTD podcast. My name is Kyia Mochitani, and I am your host for today's episode. Every episode, it'll be me right here. So, for today's episode, we are talking all things what's the dream, and basically, I want to get you past your limiting beliefs. I want to get you to understand, okay, this is the way my mind limits us, this is what I'm passionate about, and I'm going all in. I just want to say as the beginning of this episode that whatever you're passionate about, whatever you are dreaming about, whatever you are longing for, it's possible. Like, let's just break past that barrier. Like, it's not like one of those things that just happens like to people in the movies or like 1 in a million. Like, you can make it happen yourself. And I think that's beautiful, and I think that's exciting, and I think you really need to believe it, because soon enough you are going to be achieving your dream, accomplishing it, and going after it, and it will be the most beautiful thing to watch. So I'm cheering for you. Believe it. Like, it's possible. And now that we have that out of the way, I wanted to start off by telling you a little story. I've had this idea of creating this podcast, right? So for a long time, probably like a year or so, and it just was in the back burner of my head for a long time, because my mind was just like, you're not qualified, you're not good enough, who would listen to you? Kyia, you're 19 years old. Kyia, you've hurt people. Kyia, you're not a perfect person. Kyia, you're not 1 in a million. Like, this isn't supposed to happen to you, right? Like, I believed those things, and that stopped me from doing what I love and what I wanted to do for so freaking long. And that's so sad. Like, I don't want that for you. I don't want you to have to wait a year or more or even a week to know that, like, your dream is possible and that you can do it, right? It's kind of like an analogy I like to use is like when you're going to your first day of work. You're nervous. Your mind's like, oh my God, don't mess up. Like, if you mess up, you're awful. Or, oh my gosh, like you're not going to do great. Like as you're walking in to go clock in or to go meet your manager, right, on the first day. Or it's like when you get called on in class and your teacher just randomly picks on you and you don't know the answer. You're like, oh my God, don't F this up. Like, oh my God, you suck, you're such an idiot. Why do we do that? What? No. What if we told ourselves walking into the first day of work, you got this, you're awesome, you're gonna crush it, I believe in you. Or when you get called on in class, if you don't know the answer, well, I should pay attention next time, or better luck next time, or oh yeah, I got it, no big deal. People don't answer questions right all the time, oh well. But yeah, so think of it like that. I like to talk, when I think about like our mind limiting us, I like to say, don't believe the BS your mind tells you, believe the GS. Don't believe the bullshit, believe the good shit. That's just my way of rhyming with it. It makes me feel cool, if I'm being honest. But yeah, so here are ways to tell that your mind is limiting you, or that your mind is getting in your head and stopping you from doing what you want to do. If you talk negatively to yourself, if you feel like you can't do something or something's not possible, no, it's possible, and you can do it, and that's just your mind being like, I don't want you to succeed. Like, we're just supposed to go into survival mode here. Like, don't do anything too crazy on me. Like, you know what I mean? You feel like you can't do something, you can. It's just wrong. Obviously, let's be realistic. I'm not talking about like if I wanted to fly in 3 seconds. Obviously, you can't do that. But like, let's be realistic with this and serious. So if your mind tells you you can't do something, if it's the negative self-talk, it's the self-doubt, it's the insecurity and not being confident, that kind of thing, that's all your mind telling you, hey, I'm being bad. Sorry. No, let's think of our mind as, okay, this is what it's telling me, and I'm gonna do the complete opposite, and I want something that serves me. I want to do things, I want to feel things that serve me. Have you ever wished that you could be confident, or wished that you could be happy, or wished that you can get an A on a test. The secret is you can. What? You can be confident. What? You're not born with confidence. You can be happy. Yeah, you can. What? Like, who had the secret out? That's awesome. You can. You just gotta put in the work. You gotta do what makes you happy. You gotta feel it. You gotta not let your mind trick you into telling you other things. Feel the opposite. Everything's possible here. So if you wish for, if you long for, if you want something, you can have it. And I'll say that 1,000 times because I literally, like, I just want you to be limitless. I don't want you to feel like anything limits you. You can, you will, you, whatever. You might think, Kyia, you're crazy. You're freaking psycho here. What is going on? It's kind of hard for me to be like, no, I can't do this, because if I put in the work, if I want to, if it works out for me, no, I can. I feel like once we break past that barrier and feel, first of all, understand, which is why I'm starting with this episode for What's the Dream, is just to understand that, like, you can. I'm going to say it 1,000 times. You can, you can, you can. And it's possible and it's true. It's literally that simple. So to end, now that we know the whole theme of the episode is you can, and it's possible and you're limitless, is I want you to ask yourself these questions. And even if you need to say it out loud, pause the video. If you need to write it down or whatever, here are 3 questions that I just want you to answer. I want you to know and be aware of. What is stopping you from fulfilling your dream? What are the lies that your mind is telling you? And lastly, what is something that you longed for but just never saw it to be possible? Thank you guys so much for listening. I truly hope and wish that you now understand and can see, okay, it's my mind limiting me. It's possible. What I'm passionate about, what I want, if I even want to be confident or have a pretty smile, it's all possible. Like, that's it. Anyway, I love you guys so much. You guys are incredible, and you guys are the reason why I'm doing this, and it's just been a lifelong dream, and I'm so happy it's finally here. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. You guys could be doing a million different things right now, and you're right here listening to me, and that just blows my mind. That just leaves me at a loss of words. So from the bottom of my heart, truly I am so grateful. Thank you so much. Have the best day ever.